Hey guys, so today I'm going to meet someone really special, right? You know how Teachers Day is coming up? Well, today I'm going to meet one of my favorite teachers of all time.
My name is Jeff Hung.
My name is Jeff.
I'm a lecturer teaching game design, and I've been teaching since 2013, so it's nearly 9 years already. When I was a student, I observed my teacher, how the teacher convey the message, this is almost like a storytelling. So because of things that I do professionally, I'm mostly in a creative industry. I do a lot of arts and stuff, so I do like storytelling. So that get me, among other things, teaching is one of the directions that I'm looking for. So my experience in teaching mostly in the way I convey the knowledge things to the students is like crafting a story. And it's interesting to see how students react to the way things have been delivered, conveyed. There's always a change. There's always a change, especially in creative and technology aspect of the industry itself, the nature. Because I'm teaching game design, my background is more of an artist, a digital artist. Things are moving really fast. So it's interesting to see for every batch of new students, it's always a new thing for me to learn and for me to teach. So like I said, for every batch of students, it moves very fast and can be very different. Yeah, next thing you know, it's entire different games that I play that I never heard of and even touched. So it's always to keep up with the current student and to know the culture in order to interact and to exchange with the student in a more meaningful way.
First, I want to share with you a story that I have about you teaching me, right? The first thing is that...
Should I be scared?
No, you shouldn't. This
Okay.
story is, you come off as relatable and you are not beyond saying that you don't know something and you're going to learn it now, Because I remember there was this time where you were teaching us how to color grade image. You used the Chili King image and you were adjusting the color, and you actually typed in the entire hex code, that kind of deal. But then after a while you realize, oh, I made a mistake. It's 0 to 1. It's like, it was a small mistake, but you weren't beyond just saying you made a mistake, right? So that's like one of the reasons why I think you're a really good teacher.
Oh.
Do you have any stories about teaching me and my cohort?
That's actually, when you mention some things, it's kind of spark things like, I give you a secret of a teacher. We actually learn more than the students. Yeah, so especially when like you mentioned, we talk about hex code and all this, then I realized, oh, it's a 0 to 1. So it's kind of it's not me demonstrating a knowledge per se, but it's me demonstrating my thought process as a developer. So sometimes, I don't always know everything. I figure it out on the spot. I Google, so things like that. It's a kind of demonstration more on the thought process rather than the knowledge that I already know. So just something to add on, or rather to explain what's going on. Your batch being a mischievous one, there's a lot of things. People can, during a break, I came back to class, I can literally see a student lying 3 chairs and have a good nap. I mean...
Yeah, I remember, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, technically it's not violating anything. It's just interesting that someone can have 3 chairs lying down and have a nice nap in the middle of class. I would say it's not part of a job as a teacher that happens, that really bring a lot of this flavor to being a teacher. Always nice to see, especially you and your batch being close to each other, helping each other, supporting each other outside of the classroom as a friend, and it giving me this warm feeling that knowing that not only my students are good in good in study, but outside you also show some values, being compassionate, person and things like that. It's really nice to see, especially from a teacher standpoint.
Okay, now I want to share like my personal thank you to you. Basically, it's like, cause I know it's like very cheesy, but the truth is that you're one of those teachers that made learning in poly really fun. You know, cause there's always going to be those teachers that teach physics and then they just sit there droning on and on about why must you use this formula, why must you do that. But then it comes to a teacher like you, it's like you could do it my way, the easy way, or you can do then you show us the other way. It's like you just like it's a playful way of telling us why to follow your way. It's compared to droning on about the greatness of your way kind of deal. It's kind of deal. That's one of the many reasons why I think that you're like one of my favorite teachers. You always are. Most of the time when you see you, you're smiling, laughing. You're willing to talk. You're not like hiding away from the students.
That's a good thing, right?
Yeah, it's a good thing. It's a good thing.
But it's always a conscious effort to make sure things that you thought has a clear application. So this will give you this, or rather, hopefully will give the student more direction, more than just memorizing and just do it for the sake of grade.
What do you most remember when teaching me?
You. No, it's just very active, very noisy.
Active and noisy.
Active and noisy.
So after talking to Jeff, I hope you see how much of a fun teacher he is. The energy he carries translates into his lessons. He's always making sure you understand what he says, and with his delivery, it is easier to understand because you'll feel less tired. And that's why he's one of my favorite teachers of all time. And for all the teachers out there, I want to say thank you. You are the backbone of our society. Let's be honest, any achievement we make is because someone inspired us that we can do better and we can achieve what we want to. I would like to thank all teachers and say Happy Teachers Day. This has been Dharmhik for Singapore One. Goodbye.